go again.
PGA Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today?
Look, at the end of the day, these players want one thing and one thing only. That's their Corn Ferry Tour card. And to do that, they need to finish up in the top 50 at the end of the event.
This is an exciting one, Rich. Let's get into the action.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Second shot here on the first. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Pretty straightforward four-footer coming up here.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Nah, that's a shame. Comes up shy.
That will drive you bats.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
This hole is a par 5.
Players want to take out any club, driver, 3 wood, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score on this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Where did that come from? That's not his style. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
Going with the 5-iron here. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, well played. This one's for birdie. Nice line. Oh, that's a ripper. Currently 1 under for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Teeing off here at the third hole.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie 2s, but par 3s should be had.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. In she goes. Let's head to the next. He's currently tied for 6th. The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Sitting at 1 under. Tied for 6th position. Nicely done. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is a 12-footer here.
A bit long on that one. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Was on a good line. Just 3 feet to the cup. That's a good putt to hole for a bogey. Now 4 back after that hole. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Well struck. Second shot here on the 5th. Going with the 8-iron here. Well played, mate. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Okay, steady now. 9 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par.
That will work. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. We have a par 4 on this one.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? Oh, that's too bad.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Here we have a long par 5.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Rich, being a big Boston sports fan, love being here in Beantown. And look, TPC Boston's a great venue for any championship. We've had some great winners here in the past, the likes of Tiger Woods, Ricky Fowler, Justin Thomas. This golf course, it gives, but it also takes.
Look at the list of winners you just mentioned. What do they have in common? A, they're really gritty competitors, but B, they're super good, reliable ball strikers. I think that this golf course is sneaky, demanding. Whoever wins this week is certainly going to earn it on this relatively, seemingly benign, but sneaky hard golf course.
And he holds it. What a putt. And what a way to jump into the top 10. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
What an amazing putt from way out.
He's currently tied for 8th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honor on the hole.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
An opportunity to make their par.
Surely it's going to.
Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 155. Had a fantastic drive.
And he's hit that inside the range. This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This is a par putt. That was a gallant attempt. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Oh, so close. Okay, that hole's behind you now. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
Sitting at 2 over par. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. Ooh, right by the hole. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Time to face a par 4 now.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Oh, so close. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. That gets the job done. Currently at 2 over par. Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Well, it's found the surface, but that's about as much as you can say about it.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Oh, just missed. Putting for bogey. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Sitting at 3 over for the day. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Yeah, that one will play. From around 170 yards here. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Good sounding strike, that one. You love watching people play the game when it's like this. It looks so easy.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
That's frustrating. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for par here.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
This looks to be heading to the green. That's inside the house of opportunity. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Wow, that's misjudged. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. Ouch, that hurts. And this one will be for bogey. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
Yeah, quality shot that.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Just didn't drop. That'll sting a bit. Big putt for par coming up. Yeah, nicely holed. Currently at 4 over for the day. Time to face a par 4.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston. I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Well, it's just about 3 feet away. Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. That's heading into the rough, I think. Second shot here at the 18th. Getting ready to play their third. Ooh, that almost went down. And this putt is for a final score of 74. That's disappointing. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul-searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full-time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam.
I gotta say, the sun is shining, the birds are singing. What a fantastic day to be out here covering some golf. Good on you, Luke.
Wow, that was just striped. Time for the second shot into the first. Atta boy, good shot. This putt coming up is for birdie. Well, that'll play.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently tied for second. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Players looking to make four here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
That's really not what they were looking for.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
Going with the hybrid.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
And here we are with the third shot. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Ooh. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Yeah, we'll take that. He's currently in a share of top spot.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Here we are at the third.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Opting for the 5-iron. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. And down it goes. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
This would be a great up and down. Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, you like the look of those hands.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
He's currently tied for first. Teeing off here at the 5th.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here. That's a good-looking shot there. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 160 yards.
A bit wild on approach there.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Oh, what a big putt to make that one. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Oh, looking to make a statement here. Going with driver off the tee.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
It's not on the fairway, but it's not bad. It's a good lie in the first cut.
Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass. Getting ready to play their third. Just one shot back now. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Good shot there, Beamer. A share of top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Okay, steady now. This one's for bogey. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on. And unfortunately dropping back to even par there.
Unfortunately backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Well, a little off the target with that one. Second shot here on the 8th. And this putt to move into a tie for second. And in it goes for the par. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Playing from around 150 yards here. 3 strokes off the lead. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Well, that's beautifully judged. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Was on a good line. Just 3 feet to the cup. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
From about 100 yards. 3 shots off the lead.
This one is all over it.
Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th. A well hold, he'll take the birdie. And that will take him to 1 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
16 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Currently 1 under for the round. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. Nicely done.
From about 200 yards out. 2 strokes off the lead. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Good look at a birdie here. Oh, so close. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Sitting at 1 under the card. Currently tied for second. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
And that's a bogey, unfortunately. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. A couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. Nicely done. The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Second shot here on the 15th. This one is right down the pipe. He's found the surface. Good chance here. And this putt to move into first place.
Yes, and 3 holes to go. This is getting to be a nail-biter.
And this putt to move into a share of first place.
With 3 holes to go, it's a good position to be in.
Currently 1 under for the event. Time to play one of the one-shotters.
Par 3. I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Going with the 7. And he's safely on the green with that shot. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
That's nicely done. Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston, I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in 2 by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Great opportunity here for him to drop this putt and get closer to the lead.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
That's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert.
And that would have tied the lead for this player. Disappointing to say the least. Pretty good shot there.
Time for the second shot on the 18th. Well, it's fair to say that fortune favours the brave, Rich.
Yes, it does. And being just one shot back, things are getting interesting.
Oh, that's a killer. That would have won the event outright.
And Luke, they need...
And with that, Rich, this one's actually going to extra holes. Here we go, Rich. It's time for some playoff action.
Oh, everybody loves a playoff, Luke. I'm excited about this.
Well, it's going to take sudden death to decide this title. Let's go, Rich.
Oh, such an exciting day, Luke. Let's get into it.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That's some good golf right there.
This truly is do or die. They need this to extend the playoff.
This one's online. That was a gallant attempt. Well, that's a shame, Rich. They toiled all tournament, only to come unstuck when it mattered most.
Nope, always a tough pill to swallow, losing in any way, but losing in a playoff, ooh, that stings.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hard-working people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.